Alright, guess we're going live, and here we are at Prospects eRacing League, round 7. We're here in Monza. And looks like Quali has already started. We've been having a few technical difficulties today, but let's get this going here. Why do I not have any sound? Alright, there I go. Alright. Let's get everything set up here. With the full track out here. So we've only got about 13 drivers so far today. Well, as Quali is starting, looks like we're going to have a short Quali followed by a nine lap sprint, and then the 27 lap full race. Everyone's out here trying to get through his car down more, get through there really nicely. Looks like P.O. Owen has had a spin coming down the back end there, heading towards the Parabolica. That can be a little that can be a little dicey. That could absolutely be dicey. Looks like Pulaski has got fastest lap with a 1:20.89. He's our pole setter going into the race. Looks like I said, we've got a very small group of drivers today. Did not quite have our full list of drivers, but let's see who we have out here. We've got Pulaski at pole, Matty D in second place, followed by Shahotby, Cavalis, Lucifer Shahid, PLR Crew Steamers, Paul, Kebo, Don Moore, Owen, Berger, Chimster, and Monstar. So, just getting a one lap, hot lap to get the race started there sometimes can take a minute to get settled in, and I think it's going to probably be really, probably halfway through the sprint before people really get their tires under them and kind of are ready to go. But Monza's always a fan favorite for everyone, so I'm sure we're going to have a really fast, entertaining race. Yeah, I'm just happy to be able to speak to you guys today, because I tell you, everyone's been having so many internet problems here in between just the platform of the PlayStations and the cross-play and just network connectivity. See, even now, come on now, get me some players. Get me some players up here. Let's see what's going on. Alright, we're already off to the start before it lets me set everything up. But it looks like Pulaski is off to a really good start. Really good start. Heading into turn 1. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. We're looking at, we are absolutely doing, we're actually doing formation lap, because, for a while there we weren't doing the formation lap because it would freeze the whole lobby up, so we had to kind of back off of that. But for now, things are back on form. But it's going to be really interesting to see how this starts off. But let me see, where's everybody placing in the standings so far this year. Let me use my phone. Let's see if I can get a little cooperation here out of this phone of mine relative to what's going on in the league. But I do know we have quite a few really fast drivers in here. They're gonna give us a good show. They're gonna give us a really good show. But I am losing pace in my internet company's ability to keep me up to speed, because this is getting a little bit retarded. I'm just trying to move through the pages here just to have a look at what the league stuff is set up like, where we are in the standings, and I'm not even able to get to a lot of the information. Believe it or not, I just got off the phone with the Nut folks, but it's just not in the cards for me today in that regard. But we're looking at Sinister calm down the Parabolica, getting ready to start the race. All right, let's have a look. Let's have. Oh, what looks like Lucifer got disqualified coming into the I'm sure, hopefully, just at the start of the race. Okay, yeah, all right. Must have had some type of issue starting, but it looks like we're good to go. Let's go ahead. Let's have a look in from his perspective for a second. Oh, Shahos is, a pretty good vantage point. He's looking at coming down the front end there, and Matty D is not going to let anyone through. Oh, we look like there's contact between Matty D and possibly between Caballos and Shahos, but not too much. Everything was able to get through just clean enough. It looks like coming down to turn 4 and 5, we got a lot of activity. Pulaski's really holding on to that lead right now. Looks like he slipped past Matty D. Matty slid all the way back to 3rd place. Oh, Monstar spunked around. I'm sorry. Looks like there's some contact. Oh, possibly between Monstar and maybe even PLR Owen. Yeah, coming down this straight here is awfully tough. Oh, it looks like there's maybe a little bit of contact coming through a scurry. Oh, let's have a look at my old teammate Kevo. He's coming down the Parabolica here. Trying to get on the power. Oh, we got a fastest lap by Sohos. It looks like, hey, this first place is really, I think it might have changed hands 2 or 3 times here in the first lap. Let's stick with Matty D for a second. Let's see if we can, oh, look at the fire, the sparks coming off that show host bed. I tell you, that AlphaTauri is really looking great. As an artist, they really give you some awfully good presentations of these vehicles. And this is just a sprint lap. We only got 9 laps here. We only have 9 laps to see who can get it done. 8 points to the actual winner, followed by 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. You only get so many drivers who get points. I think after the 7th, 8th driver, there is no points into this short sprint session. All right, what are we doing back here? Towards back end. Monster's having a hard time catching up here. Oh, who was that? Kevo spent out coming through Ascari. I tell you, boy, that's brutal. That's absolutely one of the toughest, most exciting turns on the track. And look at Shoho's hold on to first place, coming down through the Parabolica. Matty D gets past his lap, chasing him. Oh, they're coming down the stretch. Who's gonna make it into turn 1? Oh man, this is probably the most exciting turn in racing. Is it going to be getting contact? No. Oh, a little bit, but they're driving absolutely beautiful transition. Wheel-to-wheel racing at its best. A lot of respect, absolute pushing into the edge, but maintaining respect for the other driver. That's beautiful driving. Okay, we got any close fights here? Hey, the closest one is Matty G trying to get back pole position. Trying to get back in onto the P1 spot, wants to stand at the top ladder of the podium. I tell you, he was up there last week, and you get up there on top, it must look pretty good looking down at the rest of us, looking up this podium saying, hey, must look great up there, looking down. But right now, show host is really putting it on him. Making that AlphaTauri look like an artist's dream. Sweeping through his car, making it look like, hey, how come everyone just can't slide through here? Easy as butter. Matty's hoping he's that comfortable. Let's see him slide through this parabolica. Boy, he stays on the power nicely. Never came down from fifth gear. Hey, by the time he gets on, near this pit straight, oh, we got a 3-second penalty by Cavalas as Matty D takes first place. Way to get over, show host. Way to have great sportsmanship and allow the fastest driver through, because you wouldn't have been able to do anything but cause a problem. These guys can drive, let me tell you. I'm just talking. They're driving. Alright, let's see how Lucifer's doing back here in that Williams. I got a special affinity for the Williams, being the fact that I drive for the Williams in the Tier 4 team. Tier 4, whoo! Prospect eRacing League. Prospect eRacing League, I tell you, this is the best league in the world. It's not that many of us yet. We're growing. We started off small, but we're getting really, really large across the world. Hey, you know, you can catch us on CSTV. We've got Tier 1 that is on CSTV. The rest of us right now, hey, Twitch is a great place to be. You can see us also on YouTube, but we got Tier 1, 2, 3, 4. We're also on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. But we're halfway through this sprint race, and it looks like, man, there's been a lot of back and forth, the battle for this first place. These people are absolutely putting it to the limit. Rageberger has moved up the most into seven positions, but Matty D is right now making a move on Shoho for the first. Oh, and turn one. They have raced each other more than a few times on this turn today, and that's about as good as it gets right there. That's about as good as it gets. That's about as clean as it gets right there. Look at that there. Oh. Alright, so let's look at the penalty situation. I believe there's only one. Penalty. Caballas has 6 seconds worth of penalties, and he also has the fastest lap. He's like, hey, if you're gonna talk about me, let me let you know what to talk about. Represent yourself. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, so, you know, it's interesting. We have so many different tire variations. I didn't even have a chance to look over it. I just neglected to do so. But there's so many medium tires out there. And Lucifer Shahid is out of the race. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see where the problem was. Where is he? Alright, let's come back towards the beginning of the race here. So change that back into intervals. Get rid of these tires here. Yeah, here we go. Alright. So we had a safety car, and we lost Lucifer Shahid somewhere. That's gonna bring us 3 laps left into this final part of the sprint race here, and we may even get probably about a 2-lap ending. Looks like we've got a couple people in the pit. Monster just came out on some fresh softs. You know, give himself a chance to fight through the pack. That's one of the great things about Monza. You actually have the opportunity to fight. You know, you can do some wheel-to-wheel racing. You can absolutely see the difference in the driver's skill sets, as you would see. Hey, stick around Thursday, and you'll see me, as opposed to watching these people right here put it down. But don't get me wrong, Thursday does have some excellent drivers. Thursday is popping too. Okay, I'm just not at the top of the food chain there, because the chain is some food. The chain does have some food, let me tell you. Okay. Alright, so where we at? Everybody warming them tires up. Getting that ERS nice and saved. As much as you can anyway. Okay. How much does there? Well, Shoho's has 100%. So does Pulaski. So does Berger. Alright. Paul does not, but that's where the drop-off first begins. Not that it's a significant drop-off per se. You know what I'm getting at. Well, you don't. Alright, but it looks like we will have probably at least this lap to end the safety car. Speaking of the safety car, hey, I am an Aston Martin safety car fan. Okay? That is actually, look at that. Man, that thing's fire. I don't know if you've had a chance to drive it on the actual game, but it's entertaining. I personally would enjoy it more were they to allow the people who were to drive these supercars in the on those hot laps or whatnot. It allowed us to actually race them. That make it a little funner. But you know, there's other situations for that. But back to this race, back to this lead. Yeah, Shoho is trying to be the man to hold on to the person to get 8 points out of this this sprint race. This is our actual first sprint race of the season. You know, so just to be able to have so many drivers be comfortable out here and use this as an opportunity to prepare themselves for the main race. It's almost like, you know, it's like almost having a short quali that you can get points for, because, you know, it takes about as much time. What the heck? Oh, it takes about as much time to run through one of these sprint races as it did to actually, as it does typically to get through a short quality session. And we should have safety car in this lap. Safety car should be in this lap. I wouldn't know that, but I stepped on the remote control, and the TV went kind of loopy on me for a second there. User error, okay, user error. Are we racing? Hey, looks like we're up to racing. We're racing, and Shoho has got a really, really good start already out of DRS race, but not too far out. Not too far out. All right, Pulaski made a nice move on the inside in turn one, getting past Rageberger. Everyone looks like they got through turn one successfully. But Shoho is really trying to get out of here with this last lap and a half. He's trying to establish the fact that, hey, there's no question that he is winning this. He or she is winning this. I'm sorry, the he. I'm taking it back because I know we do absolutely have one lady in the league, and her name is Paige. You know, but she is not in this particular league, right? In this particular, she's not in this particular race. Yeah, Berger's sliding through a scurry. Coming down the back end, heading towards the Parabolica. Being chased down by Rageberger, but he's 1.8 seconds behind, and it's looking like Shoho is feeling pretty comfortable heading into this last lap. Coming down the straightaway, being chased by Rageberger. Shoho does have the fastest lap at 121.814. Hey, save your best for last. Way to zip. Followed by Rageberger, Pulaski, Paul, Matty D, Sinister, Owen, Caballas, Monstar, PLR Owen, and Don Moore. Yeah, it looks like Shoho has a pretty comfortable 2.5 second lead at this point, so I think he's kind of running away with it. But I don't think that last podium position is decided. Well, yeah, it looks pretty well overdone there. Looks like that we have contact. We've got all type of shenanigans back there towards the middle of the pack. Looks like Paul has, I don't know if he had contact with someone. Sinister's out. Oh, Sinister's out. and Paul has had some contact, so wow, you know, hey, racing hard, trying to get it done. Everybody wants to be able to get a spot for this last point. Absolutely no malice intended. I'm sure they've raced together many times, and racing hard, sometimes that happens. That definitely happens. And this is Monza, who we have a penalty under, well, the same penalty we've been having. Looks like so we got the win by Showhost, followed by Rageburger, Pulaski, Matty D, PLR Owen, Monstar, PLR Crew Owens, Crew Steamers, I'm sorry. Driver today, Rageburger. I don't know. Hey, driver today looked like Showhost to me, because it looked like it was a lot of really good fighting there, and he came out on top. So we got Showhost, Rageburger, Pulaski, Matty D, PLR Owen, Monstar, Crew Steamers, Cavalis, Don Moore, Paul K, Sinister Crazy, Lucifer Shahid, and Kebo in the Ferrari, bringing up the rear. And I tell you, that's my old teammate. You know, when I first came into the Prospect eRacing League 7 seasons ago, that was my teammate right there. And we were in the Ferrari, and let me tell you, he was not bringing up the rear. He definitely put the smoke down, and that was Tier 1 once upon a time. That just shows how big the league is growing right now. We've got so many tiers and so many platforms. It's wonderful to see. What really is. Alright. It's going to be interesting to see what type of tie choices everyone decides to use here. And I tell you, see, this is the part of the game that doesn't make any sense, because why it's waiting for the players right there, it should allow me to actually be able to set up, you know, the specs on everything. So it's like, come on, what are you doing, yo? And it's gonna get there, you guys are already gonna be racing, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, what the heck is going on? See what? Watch this. I'm not gonna say that part though, because I've already said that. See? Okay. Alright, see, look at that. Okay. Oh, but it looks like we do have a good start. I'm trying to set things up right quick. But it looks like they're definitely off to a formation lap. They're like, calm down, bro. You gonna get a formation lap. Get yourself together there. I'm like, okay. Alright, let me pull Twitch up. See if I can pull up Twitch here now. Yeah, I guess we're not on today. Guess what I am. Yeah, Showhost is in the driver's seat right now. Hey, came in pole, won the race, run the sprint race. Got to be feeling pretty confident actually going into the actual race. 27 laps. Looks like Simster had been disqualified for some reason or another. I don't know if he made contact. Could be something or nothing. Everyone getting tires all nice and hot. Let me try to bring our page up. I'll bring up our prospects esports page. Okay, here we go. There we go. Wait a second, guys. Let me just find. Let's get my tier 3 here. Tier 3. Let's get some. All right. Let's see who we got now. Matty D is our championship leader. who's got, wait a minute. Who's got, wait a minute, is this, wait, no. Wait a minute, no. Yeah, okay, Matty D is our championship leader with 94 points. Followed by Sinister with 88. D-Hog with 861, who's not here today. T-Mouse, who's not here today, with 54. PLR Owen with 52. Pulaski with 49. Rageburger 49 also. Lucifer Shahid 48. Followed by the Brownie and the Haas at 33. PLR Crew Steamers at 14. Followed by Monster at 13. Cavallis 13. Show host at 11, who is doing, hey, he looks like he's going to absolutely add a lot more. He's potentially able to add a lot more to that today. Gasmer Pen at Spam at Gasmer Pam at 6. Kevo at 4. Light Sezo at 2. But here at the start of the race here, let's ride along Pulaski. Alright, we're off to a great start. I'm sitting in Pulaski here in the Austin Martin, who's right behind that Alpine, and Rageburger, who's making a move on show host coming into turn 1. But Matty D says, hey, you need to put your camera on me. So I jumped on Matty D, and he's behind that Alpine right now. Oh, he's on his DRS. Absolutely getting ahead of PLR Owen right now, who is chasing him now by 0.1 seconds. Not very far behind. I tell you, you got to keep your eye on Owen. That's one of those quiet types. He just absolutely stays consistent, looks up, and he's right there where you don't want him to be. And your rear mirrors are passing you by, I tell you. But hey, show host is pulling out. He's almost out of DRS range. DRS has not started yet, but it's good to be out of range when it does. All right, him and Matt Rageburger get through the Ascari. Matty D is 0.4 seconds behind Rageburger, followed by Pulaski, Cavallis, Monstar, Kevo. Oh, it looks like Kevo just made a move on Paul coming into the Parabolica. Great move, old teammate. Hey, I see the Mercedes. I see that Merc chasing you. That Merc is coming up on you right now. He's on your 6, and that Alpine's on him. Oh man, great racing. And it's such a beautiful car. As an artist, it just makes me want to grab my pencil and just look over here and see what's going on. Let me move some of these specs out of the way so I can see this driving. Hey, you got to keep your eye on them Red Bulls, though. Got to keep your eye on them Red Bulls. Hey, Kevo is really bringing it up now. He's already moved up 5 spots into that Ferrari. That's great to see, man, because I've seen some memes of those Ferraris recently. I'll tell you, I've looked at a couple of memes with Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sykes. And I guess they're gonna go yellow this weekend with the old mustard uniforms probably, and they've been getting a lot of McDonald's ketchup and mustard type of comparison in the meme section there. It's been quite funny. But it looks like Rageburger. Oh, Rageburger, what happened? He must have came out and hit. Did he have a problem in a scarring? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like the scarring curse got him. As Matty D gets fastest lap, and as I'm not looking some kind of way, takes first place. I told you, Matty said, keep the camera on him. Matty, hey, you know what? I'm hard of hearing sometimes. I can't hear my own self talking. Look at that. I should have believed you. I should have believed you. What happened to show host? Oh my, show host is down 12 spots. He's in the pit. He must have had some type of problem there. Maybe him and Rageburger. Him and Rageburger must have had a problem. There must have been an issue right there into Ascari, because show host is in the pits. Rageburger's gone. Matty G's up 1.2 seconds on Pulaski. And look at what did I tell you about Owen? He's P3. He's P3. Owen's like, hey, keep it down, okay? He wants to kind of keep things on the DL a little bit as he's trying to sneak up on Pulaski. You know, I love to see team battles. Oh, commentator curse. Sorry about that, Owen. I'm sorry, my bad, bro. All right, let's have a look at Pulaski, who was trying to slide towards Matty G, coming down the Parabolica, getting on the power. Yeah, that's clean grabbing there. All right, looks like Kevo is 1.2 seconds behind Don Moore. Where's our closest battle here? Looks like Paul trying to slide up on Crazy Sister. I'm sorry, Simster Crazy. I went kind of dyslexic there. You know, my tongue just grabbed my whole face. You know, you ever had that happen? Just your tongue just grabs your whole face, and you just look at yourself like, huh? Yeah, it was one of those moments. Okay, trust me. Luther Shahid has moved up 6 spots. How'd you do that, Luther Shahid? Don't tell me to watch you. Don't tell me to keep my eye on you. That is an original PRL member there, I'll tell you. Hey, when I first started racing this league, this guy was like 2 seconds faster than me, and now he's in a whole nother tier, okay? Look, I mean, it's one thing to go 2 seconds faster. It's a whole nother thing to go a tier faster. And there's quite a few of them in here that I can say that to. You know, it's great to see that type of consistency and just camaraderie, really. Like I said, this is season 7, so many of us have been able to race together for an awfully long time, and it's giving us a chance to not only have a chance to see how people race, but see how people are as people. So it's really, you know, it's brought the world it made the world a lot smaller for me. As Matty D just gets on out of here in his macaroni orange McLaren. You get your macaroni on, brother. Yeah, old Danny Ricciardo's gonna wish he was in that car. I guess he's gonna take a year off. He'll take a year off, not being able to race there. It's gonna be interesting to see how what happens between the new hotshot Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris having those McLaren battles there. That's really gonna be a trip, because I thought I'm pretty sure Lando thought he was the future and only for the next you know, I don't know how long, but for him to have someone just as young and seemingly just as, if not more so talented, that's gonna be quite a lot of fun down there in McLaren. So looking forward to seeing it. Just as we've had some old school, new school Mercedes battles here with George Russell and you know, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, in my personal, you know, humble, estimated opinion, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Sir Lewis Hamilton, yeah. You know, I'm sorry sometimes, you know, I get kind of grouchy when things don't go my way, you know, as they should have. The last time Lewis Hamilton came to Monza, when in turn 1, the most dangerous part of the track, as Matty D is coming around the Parabolica, he's going to be heading toward the straightaway, heading towards the spot I was talking about in turn 1, where Max Verstappen, maniac Max Verstappen, literally threw his car, I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit there, you know, a little bit of hyperbole, into Lewis Hamilton. We just sat it there and just looked at him long enough for someone to take a picture and for me to download that picture on my phone. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I got the picture. Okay? So if you get the picture, you know, if you don't, let me know. I can send you the picture. You know, we can all have that picture together. Yeah, we can. Alright, so we still have these 50 cars still out. And let me get back to the league standings here. So Cezo had 2 points. So we had Cezo was our last point getter of the this particular season so far, but we still had drivers such as Peterman Gaming, Just Gaming, Alfonso Ferrari, Don Moore, Webstar, and Craigo, who are also in the league, who've yet to score any points. But Let's have a look at our constructors. How do we look for our constructors this season so far? Looks like the Aston Martin. What I tell you about them Aston Martins? Okay, you know, it had to be something to it. Aston Martin is leading the league with 107 points, being chased down by the Williams at 106. That low down, dirty Red Bull team. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. That's different. Okay, my bad. Red Bull. Actually, I like a lot of Red Bull drivers. If you look at my man down there, Monstar. Let's slide to Monstar right quick. Hey, a good mate of mine, Monstar, who has a great sense of humor, is in the Red Bull right there. So as I talk about Red Bull, really, if you look at the Red Bull organization, they've got some of the greatest drivers in the entire world. If you look at it from their stunt drivers to their rally car drivers, to their F1 drivers, to the sim racers, it's the kind of organization, it's the kind of team that they make you feel something. They're going to make you feel something. And I'd rather feel something than nothing in regards to anything. Anything is better to steer when it's moving, right? So that being the case, we've got Red Bull at the last podium position, followed by McLaren at 36 points, Ferrari at 73, Alpine at 63, Haas at 46, AlphaTauri at 11, the Mercedes. As I talked about that, we got some contact here between Monstar and PLR. They just couldn't let each other go. They couldn't let each other go, and there's some absolute contact. We do have a yellow flag. I don't know if we're going to get a full safety car. There was some absolute contact. The stewards are going to have a look, but no, we got a green flag. We're racing. Let me keep this camera still here for a second. All right, we're on the Williams right now. We're looking at Paul try to track down Owen. Owen slid back a couple spots. I don't know what happened, but it looks like there was some contact. I'm sure he's got damage. Right there. Let's have a look at F1 Nerd, who's moved up 9 places in the middle of this race, who is coming to his car, looking absolutely fantastic in that Mercedes. Tracking down my man Monstar. Hey, you know what? It's been that kind of season. You know, the Mercedes is trying to keep up with the Red Bull, but there is no keeping up with the Red Bull this year in real world. But F1 Nerd, who does have one of the coolest names in sim racing, does have the opportunity to make a move on Monstar. Coming down the front straight here. Monstar gets out of the way. Beautiful craftsmanship. Oh yeah, great pass by F1 Nerd. But Monstar, way to help make it happen. You know, way to be aware of yourself and what's going on in the track. We're into lap 8, and we got some fantastic driving going on here. Matty